Okay, welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Warrior Monster. So, last time I did this, I had to stop because my emulator crashed on me, and it was awesome. So I went through the Traveler's Gate again, and I managed to pick up an anteater here, named Jim, except he kind of died because I kind of messed up. So, this is pretty much exactly what like it would have been if my emulator had not crashed. So I'm gonna go ahead and do Hale. All the bosses talk to you pretty much. It's just kind of a little weird for the most part, if you ask me. So this is Hale. He's a healer, and as the name suggests, he heals himself a lot. So that's what most of the fight breaks down to: is trying to whittle his health down and then him healing it back, and then doing that over and over again until he runs out of MP, and then finally beating him. Now I could actually just manually go in and do the attack commands or the defend commands or whatever, but unless I need to use a specific attack or something, it's easier just to use fight. Oh, well, that was really easy. Got a lucky critical hit there. Normally, the healer heals about 3 to 4 times before you finally beat him. So here he's actually joining our party. Most of the early bosses will do this, not all of them. Once you get into the later bosses, you have to give them items to get them to join you, and then eventually the later bosses and the post-game bosses do not join you at all. But it's really good to have these early bosses because they give you a big advantage. So I'm going to go ahead and swap him out for our slime here, because our slime is pretty much worthless. Now Wadabu's going to come back, and we're going to head back to Great Tree. And now we're going out. So the boss fights will get a little more interesting, I promise. Right now I really don't have any abilities on my guys, so there isn't a whole lot I can do. And then right here the king basically just says, "Oh, you brought my guy back," and then he lets the monster farm guy go for it. And then he lets us keep the healer, so. And also opens up the arena. Now the arena is kind of like the gyms in Pokemon, where you fight through them and then it opens up where you can go again. Because right now we can only get into one Traveler's Gate, but after we finish this arena, it'll open up 2 more for us, the Villager and Talisman. So, see, like, I go down here, and if you might notice, these doors are closed right here. Once I finish the arena, this door will open up, and then the next arena, the door on the right over there opens up. And then there's more stuff down here. Those guys will eventually move. And there's more Traveler's Gates. So that's what the arena's for. Now we're going to go ahead and try that. Now these little edges right here, just little quick one ways to get down to the next floor. Over here, what else opened up? I believe this is the Metal Man. Yeah, this is the Metal Man, which you'll see later. You find lucky metals and give them to him, or tiny metals, sorry. I'm playing too much Golden Sun. And he gives you eggs and items. So, blah, blah, blah. So he'll give me a Zapbird egg when I give him 13. It's kind of not really worth it, because by the time you get 13 tiny metals, a Zapbird is kind of bad. You should have better guys. So, this is the arena. We can go around, and there's all sorts of guys around here. So, for example, this guy, once we open up the Starry Night Shrine, which is where you can breed monsters, he'll actually breed with you. So I believe he has an Iceman. These guys just talk to. Over here, you've got those little jars you can look in there. I don't believe there's anything in there. This is like the bar. Just more masters and other guys. And then down in the next screen over to our left, which we'll get to in a second, is the Goopy. Now, this is actually a hidden Traveler's Gate. You play rock, paper, scissors with him right here, and if you beat him 4 times in a row, it opens up a Traveler's Gate for you that you can go in. It's much easier than it sounds. Right here is where you can actually get to the Queen. This little thing moves, and you can go to the Queen and you show her different monsters, and she'll give you different things. And then over here is just more stuff. You have a random monster walking around there, getting in my way, and more random people. Then over here, when you sit on this little thing right here, your monsters go and they sit down, and you can actually talk to them like this. They just say little, yep, pre-canned lines. They kind of tell you what they're gonna do, because of their for better, like a better word, personality. So here's the person you talk to go ahead and do your arena challenge. So arena comes in ranks. There's ranked G all the way up to S, and the Starry Knight, and then the Master Monster Tamer. So they progressively get more expensive, and you can actually jump around. Like if I wanted to, I could go all the way to D if I had 100 gold, but I don't. So I'm just going to go ahead and do G. So I'm going to go and do G, and we're going to get this on the way. So the difference with arena between normal fighting is in arena you fight 3 people back to back with no break in between. So we're going to fight this guy. He's got 2 Drakies and an Anteater. It's pretty easy. Now there's one more little twist in arena is that you can't actually choose what you are attacking. So see if I go here, I can't, there's no choice for command. There's basically charged, mixed, and cautious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my 2 attackers to charged, my healer to cautious, and I'm going to go ahead and just let it go. And so what this will do is my 2 fighters will just keep attacking, and when they take a lot of damage, my healer will go ahead and just heal them for me. So this is pretty much what it's going to break down to for the rest of the fights. There's quite a bit of luck involved, which is a little annoying. You can't use items either. So I'm just going to have to hope that my healer is smart enough to use heal. See, like right there. So this is going pretty smooth. This is just the first battle, so it's pretty easy. Basically, just don't want to run out of MP on my healer. It's going to be the only problem. Or if for some reason he doesn't heal someone. Now we go into the second match, which is a little harder. It's got 2 slimes, and that's a stub stuck, the little stump thing in the middle, which you'll see in the next Traveler's Gate. They're pretty annoying. They've got good defense and pretty good offense, and they can put your guys to sleep, which basically knocks them out for 1 battle, or maybe 2 sometimes. So I would prefer to just take him out right away, but because of the way the battle system works in Arena, I can't. So I just have to hope that I take him out, or I can take out the slimes and then take him out. See, now my guy finally woke up, but you don't actually get to attack when you wake up, which is really annoying. So sleep takes you out for at least 1 turn, guaranteed. Take out one of the slimes there. Now, you notice there I just hit fight. That's because eventually, over time, your guy's personality will change depending on what you do with them. Like if you just spam charged, eventually their personality will shift towards offensive attacks. Or if you just put cautious, your guy will eventually shift towards defensive and healing and stuff. So I can just hit fight here, which is nice, and you don't have to go through that menu again. That's kind of the one problem with the battle system is if you want to do something really specific, you have to kind of go through a lot of menus, but it's not really a big deal. So here's the third and final match, who's the principal of the Master's School. So those 2 little ghosts are spookies, and the zombie in the middle is a hork. Now I'm going to go ahead and stop here, and start up the video again just because we're running out of time. So see you in a little bit.